right, my peoples, my peoples. We back, man. We back. It's football time. It is effing great. We're going to do week one, player projections, who I like. We'll mess around with some lineups and Fanduel. We'll talk about prize picks. Kind of go from there. But I got to start with this Antonio Brown stuff, man. I personally love it. I love the drama, man. The man says he's playing by his rules, and that's it. But, I don't know if y'all even seen it yet. It's breaking news everywhere. But AB just posted on Instagram that he wants to be released. The Raiders just fined him like $215,000. Oh, man, it's great. I was going back and forth with some of my buddies, and everybody, man, AB crazy. And I'm like, I kind of like it. I kind of feel his position. Oh, no, how could you defend him? How could you defend him? I'm like, listen, everybody don't want to be put in a box and be told what to do. AB don't need the Raiders. The Raiders need AB, in my opinion. But, anyway, man, let's get to this week one Sunday slate of games. Welcome to the Grits Kitchen. It is your boy, Hot Grits Jr. Go get your bowls out. We about to drop some of these fantasy grits on you. You feel me? So, all right, let's just take a look at some of the odds. I like to look at the odds, know who's really favored, so you can get an idea of you think this game is going to be a blowout, it's going to be close. Just get a feel for things. Like right here, Philly favored by 10. I could see them up in the fourth quarter. This should be a close game by Vegas odds. So should these. And the close games are good, especially with two good teams, man. Sometimes you can kind of stack, players from each team. And if you think it's going to be like a shootout or it's going to stay close, man, they're going to have to keep scoring. Sometimes that's a good idea to do that, but let's see. Baltimore's favored by 7. Dallas is favored by 7.5. New Orleans by 7 over Houston? Wow. I wouldn't expect that. I got to keep an eye on that. And, of course, Seattle. Wherever Seattle was. Oh, yeah. 9.5. That's the biggest one. So they think Cincinnati's just going to get blown out. But, all right, let's take a look at the dashboard on the Line Star app. Just to get an idea of, we just seen that game. It's a good game. Good game Thursday, man. It was pretty boring offensive-wise, but just to have some football back felt good to me. All right. Just getting a good look. Looks like Baltimore's in a decent spot, running back-wise. So is Jacksonville. Minnesota's in a real good spot. But we're going to talk more about that individually on the players. Tampa Bay, Detroit. God, hey, listen. All the Giants are going to stink. The Giants and the Dolphins are going to stink. Look like the Raiders will be stinking now. All right, man. Let's get to it though, man. Let's start talking quarterbacks. All right. Got a few. Already done my research, so I got a few quarterbacks I really like this week. Now, of course, you can go with Patrick Mahomes. Really don't like his matchup, so it's going to be pretty difficult. But I mean, they are implied to score a lot, and it's Patrick Mahomes. I mean, I think he'll do all right, but I may not pay $8,700 for him, but I mean, you can't go wrong with him. Russell Wilson's in a good spot against crappy Cincinnati defense. Only thing you got to worry about here is, like I said, they may be blowing him out. So, like in the fourth quarter, they'll just be running. So maybe look at like Carson and Penny, but we'll get to that. Not a fan of Matt Ryan, really. Not really Baker this week. Now, Cam Cam's interesting to me because I don't like him in like a cash game per se, but like I don't think a lot of people's going to be on him because he was hurt and he's coming off shoulder surgery and they're playing the Rams, okay? But, I mean, Cam is Cam. He can still get you about 60 yards rushing, a rushing touchdown, 2 throwing touchdowns. I mean, 200 yards passing. You just never know. I think that would be a good GPP play, really. I don't see him being as high owned as, say, a Patrick Mahomes or Russell Wilson. Shit, probably Baker Mayfield will get more burn than Cam. Definitely Jared Goff. I love Jared Goff this week against the Panthers. So I can see Goff getting more ownership. So I'm telling you, keep that in mind, though, seriously. Cam Newton, sneaky GPP play, just for the ownership. I mean, like I said, I would like these other guys over him. But if I'm going to try to take down a large tournament, you got to sometimes get off the chalk. You feel me? I'm not a big fan of Wentz this week. I want to see how he plays. I mean, he may light Washington up. I don't know, but I'd rather. I mean, look, Jameis Winston right here at 7,500. I think Jameis is going to have a pretty decent year. He's going to have to throw the ball a lot. So, I think I like Jameis more than Carson this week, to be perfectly honest with you. And then you also got Dak, that's only $100 less, going against the disgusting Giants. I mean, listen, Dak may have 3 touchdowns this week and a rushing touchdown. I don't know. I mean, they may try to just let Zeke carve him up, but I'm pretty sure I like Dak for 7,500. That's a good play. Even Phillip Rivers against Indianapolis. Dak is more probably like a cash play. Jameis. Man, I like all 3 of these guys, but if I had to rank them, I would rank Jameis, Dak, then Phillip, then Wentz. Or maybe Wentz, then Phillip. But then you got Kirk Cousins right here going against Atlanta. Telling he's a good play. Sneaky good plays down here, all in this little area. Lamar Jackson, look at his ownership. Kind of see maybe a GPP play. I mean, Miami's going to be terrible just like the Giants are, so maybe give them a chance. Josh Allen, Garoppolo, not really. I want to see him back. I want to see him perform a couple of games just to get an idea of, what he's doing. Darnold, no. Stafford, no. This guy. If you need to save salary, this is probably my favorite guy under 7K. Nick Foles. He's going to be throwing the ball. I mean, he's going to throw the ball in Jacksonville. And last year, KC gave up points on points on points. So I'm not saying that they're going to be able to keep up with KC. But what I am saying is KC is no juggernaut in the defensive end. So you could surely take a chance with Nick Foles. And I think you'll be pleasantly surprised this week. I may even be putting him in. We're not going to do lineup builds yet. We're just going to run through each of the positions. Then we'll go back. Running backs. Of course, my favorite this week is going to be McCaffrey. I just think he's going to be doing it all for the Panthers. Doing it all. You know what I mean? Dump offs from Cam. Run. He's going to probably do that 1,000 again this year, man. He's a beast. Second is probably Zeke. 20 touches, 25, they were saying. But he may not even need that much. I'm telling you, I don't anticipate this being a close game. I got a feeling he'll get his touches, and then they'll start winding him down and start putting in maybe Alfred Morris or Tony Pollard in the fourth quarter just to grind the clock down. I see the Giants getting their tails whooped. Saquon is always in play. That's the only offense the Giants are going to have. They are going to use the shit out of Saquon this year. He may have 500 touches combined this year from receptions and running. I'm telling you. So Saquon is always in play, but I like McCaffrey this week. I like Zeke this week. Barkley, of course. David Johnson, yeah, I like him. For 8,100, I'd rather spend up for McCaffrey. But, I mean, this is your next tier, David Johnson and Le'Veon Bell. If you want to just skip all three of them and maybe double up on these two, that could be a decent option. Could find some relief at wide receiver. Not a big Joe Mixon fan this week against Seattle. Not really a big Todd Gurley fan against Carolina. Not a big Chubb fan this week. Give me Dalvin Cook, though. I'll take some Dalvin Cook against Atlanta. I'll take Fournette against KC. I told you. KC gives up points. Look, opponent ranked 31st. Kerryon Johnson against Arizona. I mean, now that Theo Reddick's gone, he's supposedly be getting more touches. At 7,000, maybe I would wait and kind of get an idea what those touches look like. Everybody assumed that David Montgomery, on Thursday night was going to be getting all of these touches. And next thing you know, this Mike Davis guy come out here, and he's out here catching and running. So, just, I don't know. Pay attention to that. Derrick Henry, at this price, you can find better value lower maybe. But, I mean, got a decent matchup, I guess. I'd rather Chris Carson. There you go. So, no Derrick Henry. Devontae Freeman, probably not. Yeah, if I had to pick two, give me Mark Ingram and Chris Carson. I'd rather both of them. Definitely Chris Carson, like I said. Him or Rashad Penny, see, that's another one to watch. They say Carson's going to be the down back, the workhorse. But you never know until you really start watching these games, man. So, keep an eye on that. They did confirm that he's the starter, I believe, Geis at Washington. So if you want a low play, I don't know, maybe put him in, but I wouldn't. Penny, I told you I like him. I want to see how this plays out. I was really intrigued when McCoy went to KC. That's going to be interesting because I think he can beat Damian Williams back out. You know what I mean? I still think LaShawn McCoy got some juice. He was just burnt out in Buffalo, and now he might get rejuvenated at KC in this offense. So I'm going to keep an eye on that. But this week, maybe I'll fade him. But don't be surprised if he be in some lineups here shortly. Matt Breida this week. That's a good low play, good value play if you need one. 5,400, I like that a lot. There was another one. Well, see, everybody was on the Tony Pollard. I guess they off now that Ezekiel, but like I said, don't be surprised if he gets... Now, I ain't saying he's going to do much, but if you need a low one, maybe you can reach down here still, because I still think he's going to get some kind of burn, and I just don't trust the Giants at all. Gio Bernard, this is a good play. Now, let me tell you why this is a good play. Because, like I said, I think Seattle should be up. Probably up big in the fourth quarter. So, with that theory, they're going to have to play catch up tempo pace. And when you up tempo pace, you're usually not running the ball. You're going to have your catching back in the game. Now, Joe Mixon catches some balls, but Gio is better at that. So I'm thinking he's going to get a lot more opportunities than he normally would to catch some balls out the backfield and maybe escape. So if you want to take a chance on that, that is a good tournament play right there. A GPP play. Gio. And Frank Gore is probably the lowest I would go. I wouldn't put him in, but I think if you had to take a chance on somebody else, that would probably be the lowest I'd go on running back. All right? Let's get to the wide receivers, man. It's going to sound crazy, but I think I am going to fade Odell and Julio. I like Mike Evans. He's my favorite this week, but now this illness is It's making me nervous. So just keep an eye on it. Make sure he's helped by Sunday, but the story nonetheless merits tracking. Weather forecast doesn't look great. He's still under the weather. So keep an eye on that. You know, he was my favorite play, but if he's sick or limited, might have to look elsewhere. And everybody's on Godwin. I mean, he's a good play for that price. I don't see him doing what everybody thinks he's going to do at least week 1. I think this is going to be the Mike Evans show. If Mike Evans play, I can see double touchdowns, over 100 yards, and close to 10 receptions easily. I really see that, but we'll see. No thank you, T.Y. Keenan Allen, nah, I don't want to pay that $7,700 when there's Amari Cooper right here for $7,500 or Tyreek Hill. But no, I'm not paying. I'd rather play Sammy Watkins, and we're going to get to him. But Tyreek Hill, hard fade for me this week. I mean, Jalen Ramsey is Jalen Ramsey, okay? And I think the last time they played, he only had like 2 catches for 20 yards or something like that. Like, locked them up. But that's why I say I think I like Sammy Watkins. If Jalen is going to be on Tyreek Hill, then that means Sammy should have one-on-one on the other side because they ain't going to be able to double with Travis Kelce in there as well. But here go 2 of my other favorite plays right here. And I will put them, don't think I will not put Kirk Cousins in there at quarterback and have Adam Thielen and Stephon Diggs. Stack it just like that. I'm telling you, I think they'll both get targets, and they both are going to destroy Atlanta's secondary. It's just that simple. Now, keep an eye on Stephon Diggs. He was my favorite over Thielen this week just because I think they will put a little bit more attention to Thielen so Diggs will have a chance to get some separation. But now they're talking about not sure if he's going to play, so keep an eye on that. But I love these 2. If he's a full go, get him in there. And then you got these guys. I like much better than all of these top guys. These is where I start really liking Thielen, Diggs, Cooks, Woods. I would get both of them in. If you're playing golf, double stack. Why not? I'm telling you, put them in the game. I like them both. I like Tyler Boyd a lot. Sort of like the same reason I like Gio. They're going to be playing from behind. They're going to have to throw. Somebody's got to catch the ball. So, get them in your lineup, man. Sneaky GPP plays. Like I said, Gio and Tyler, those are good GPP plays along with like a Cam Newton. Man, you really separating yourself right there already. Like I said, Cooper Kupp, I'll put him in there too. Get him in there. Tyler Lockett, I'd rather Alshon. So if I was down to a choice, give me Alshon over Tyler. With everybody in this same price range, I can't see me getting no Tyler. I like Calvin Ridley this year a lot, but like I said, I don't like Atlanta too hot going against Minnesota's defense. So I'm a hard pass, but I do like Ridley. Pettis, 6,500. No, when I can have Sammy Watkins. Like I said, I'm high on Sammy Watkins this week. Like Jarvis Landry this week. So you got some good plays down here in the 6,000 range. This guy too. Robbie Anderson is he's probably going to be one of my favorite players this year. He was practicing limited fashion. Bodes well for his chances of suiting up. Adam Gates expects him to play week 1. All right, that's good. Why is that good? Mr. Robbie Anderson, he's got Sam Darnold, which is in the 2nd year, so that's good. He's progressing. But Mr. Robbie Anderson is in what we like to call a contract year. So if you don't think Mr. Robbie Anderson is going to be putting his best foot forward every week, every Sunday, trying to show out so he can get that contract, you are sadly mistaken. So keep an eye on him every week. I'm telling you, and he's always going to be probably priced around this range. Keep him in your thoughts. I'm telling you. I don't know if I would play him this week. Like I said, maybe give him a week or two, see how healthy he is. But do not be surprised if Robbie Anderson is the top 15 wide receiver at the end of the year. I'm not even joking. So for you guys doing season-long fantasy, see if you can swindle Robbie Anderson on your team. All right, Landry, I already said I like. DJ Moore this week, no thank you. Not for that price. Marvin Jones, no thank you. I'd rather Sterling Shepard. I mean, Eli got to throw it to somebody. Him and Evan Ingram probably the only targets. So for 6,000, you really can't beat it. I mean, I'll take a chance on Sterling. I like DD. This is, remember when I was telling you Nick Foles? If you pick up Nick Foles, go ahead and pair him with DD Westbrook. Okay? Just do it. Like I said, they're going to throw the ball. They're going to score a lot of points. They're going to have to play catch up. Get them on your team. Fitzgerald's decent this week. I want to see how Kyler Murray plays. Gallup, GPP play. Deshaun Jackson, a GPP play. This probably be my favorite GPP play. Brown going against the Jets. I mean, Allen has a decent arm, and John Brown can take the top off. So, if he's probably would be my bet for like one of those Deshaun Jackson kind of games where he got 3 receptions, 101 yards, and 1 touchdown. You know what I mean? Like I can see that happening this week, but. Don't be surprised, man. John Brown might mess around and be Buffalo's #1 receiver. Might take that away from old Zay. Metcalf, I'll wait. Crowder, yeah. So that's probably where I'll go. Humphreys, if you had to go low, he could be a decent player in Tennessee, but I like to see how he works with quarterback. Yeah, that's... maybe Randall Cobb. You know Dak loves throwing those 5 to 7 yard passes, and Beasley ain't there, so maybe Cobb would take Beasley's spot. I don't know. Josh Reynolds, another GPP dart. Like I said, he may get some burn out there. Some 4 wide receiver sets. You never know. I ain't saying he's going to get a lot of snaps, but, he may get anywhere from 10 to 20 and do something with it. All right, let's get on up to tight ends. See what we got. Always in play. Kelce. I like Kittle a little bit better. Going against Tampa Bay. Their defense is not stout. Like I said, I was going to wait on Carson Wentz, so I guess that means I wait on Ertz as well. But, the top 3 are the top 3 for a reason, so you can never really go wrong. If you got the salary and you want to fit them in there, do so. Howard is a decent one, but I'd rather Jameis, Mike Evans, maybe a Godwin stack. But if you get O.J. Howard in there, why not? Evan Ingram. Like I said, him and Sterling Shepard and Saquon, that's it. And we'll see. This probably might be my favorite tight end play this week. Hunter Henry. Philip loves his tight ends. Let's just put it that way. So I think he'll get a little bit of burn. Some good targets, opportunities in the red zone. And we'll go from there. Ebron, I don't know. I want to wait and see on him. Juku, wait. I like Delaney Walker this week. Need a lower one, 5,400. Oh, hold up. This might be another GPP play, but Jason Witten. Why would it not surprise me to see Jason Witten with at least a touchdown? I'm not saying he's going to have 8 catches. I'm not saying he's going to have 100 yards. But it seems like every time he played the Giants, the man has a touchdown. Every time. I don't know why. So, if you want a sneaky, low, probably owned tight end that's cheap, and you just need a touchdown, you know what I mean, a few yards or whatever, a couple of catches, 20 yards and a touchdown or something, I think this is your guy. This week, I think this is your guy. All right. Defense. What we got? Baltimore, of course. I like Dallas. Phillies, and I mean, they're the top. They're the top for a reason. Seattle's probably my favorite play. The Jets are interesting. Like I said, Buffalo, I don't foresee them doing much. Maybe the Cardinals against Detroit. If you need a lower price defense. Yeah, I think that might be the lowest I'll go. Maybe Tampa Bay, but no, I don't even like that. That don't even sound fun. So, all right, man, let's just put together a quick lineup real quick, man. You know, now that we done went through them, let's put one together. So I said a GPP. I mentioned Cam as a good GPP lineup. So we're gonna try to put together a GPP real quick. All right. Who else did I mention as good GPP plays? It was Gio. Where's Mr. Gio at? All right. So him and who else? I said Mr. Tyler Boyd too. All right. So we're gonna start with that. All right. So let's go back to running back and see where we want to go. Do we want to shove a McCaffrey in there? I think I would, just in case, like I said, he gets those dump offs, and you got one of the top 3 backs. So let's shove him in there. As a matter of fact, I like to go ahead and get my defense out the way, just to see how much money I had to play with. So who we gonna go for defense? Jets, Bills, '49ers, maybe Tampa Bay. Let's go Cardinals, okay? All right. They're at home going against Detroit. Might be all right. So now we got 68 to play with. We still got 2 wide receivers and a tight end and a flex. Let's get to work. Let's see what we can come up with. So, who would be... Like I said, for some reason, I don't think Thielen is going to be getting that much ownership, man. Really I think a lot of people will navigate to them. OBJ to Mike Evans. He's questionable, but let's throw Thielen in. Okay. Already got Boyd. You know what? Let's throw an Alshon Jeffrey in. Well, hold on. No. Mr. Sammy. That's what I said. Let's get Sammy Watkins in there. So we still got 6,900 to play with. Oh, hold up. Matter of fact, let me make sure I'm not in y'all way. Let me move this box. Oh, well, no worries. I'll scroll it up so everybody can see. But right now we got Cam, Gio, McCaffrey, Tyler Boyd, Thielen, Sammy Watkins with 69 to go. So you could pay up if you want to. I like Hunter Henry this week. So let's just see. All right, I'll throw Henry in there. So my flex, I got 7,700 to play with for flex. So you can get a Tyreek Hill if you want. I don't. Keenan if you want. T.Y. Hilton. You can get a Gurley. You can get a Cooper. Dalvin Cook looks good. Fournette. Or say you just wanted to pay up for Kelsey. Let's say you wanted another. Matter of fact, you could probably do this. Let me see. So you want to just throw Zeke in at flex. 4,700 for tight end. Hold on. I think this is going to be perfect. Hold on. Where's my guy? I thought he was around that price range. How much? And look. If that didn't come together. Okay. And you got $0. You welcome. GPP lineup for you right there. That is a beautiful looking lineup. I might even have to play that. I'm going to make sure I put that in a GPP and just see how that does. But look, there you go. For anybody watching, Cam Newton, Gio Bernard, Christian McCaffrey, Tyler Boyd, Thielen, Sammy Watkins, taking a fly with Jason Witten, but hey, you know what I mean? Like I said, I told you, he seems to always get a touchdown against the Giants. And then you got Zeke in there against the Giants. So I think you're in business. And you're welcome. But yeah, man. All right, so let's talk about prize picks real quick too, man, because I will be starting to play this upcoming football season as well. And as you see in the promo code, if you guys go to prize picks, use my promo code GRITS, okay? It's going to get you a 2-pick entry to win $25. So you get that for free. And then it'll match you up to 25% up to your deposit match. So make sure you put grits in there and, hook it up. But like I said, man, once you get in, you basically, you find which ones you want to pick. It's real simple. You don't do nothing else but pick the over and under. And you can mix match sports. So if you're a big college football fan, boom, boom, boom. Me, not so much. Me, more MLB, so I would probably pick some of these guys. I'm not going to do a pick today because I ain't doing the research on MLB yet, but you got my thoughts on the NFL. I just wanted to show you this is a pretty dope game that I will be playing and will be going over more and more as the weeks come. But like I said, man, if I had to pick a couple right now, I'll give you 4 quick picks over and under what I think. I think Julio Jones goes under 20. I think Beckham goes under 20. I'm going to say McCaffrey goes over 23.5. And Le'Veon Bell goes under. Boom. There go 4 quick ones for you right there. But that's it, man. Thank you for everything. Subscribe. Hit the like button. If you got any questions, comments, please leave them down there. You want to get in the Grits Kitchen, we'll be giving out cash and GPP lines, advice, content, pretty much anything you need. Just holler at me on Twitter or holler at me here. But look like we're going to have a good NFL Sunday, baby. I'm feeling good about this. So y'all be what I like to call easy. Get your bowls out. Them grits is going to be tasting good. And I will holla.